So today we're going to format a two-page spread using InDesign. So you can see I already have a folder up here. In my folder, I have all my documents I'm going to need. I don't have a text box because I'm just going to create fill text for this document. But if you had text, it would be in your folder as well with your images that you're going to be using. I'm going to open up InDesign. Here I am, and we're going to say create new. This is your interface. And under creating new, you want to be sure exactly what it is you're going to print for. We're going to always be printing, for the most part in this class, for print. And you want to be at 8.5 by 11. But instead of picas, we're going to go to inches. And we want to be on print. Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't on print. I didn't click it. And we're going to go to inches, and we are on letter. And that's your standard letter size document. And always name your files. Underscore last name, first name, title of the project, type of doc, and this is VC 100. Okay, we're 8.5 by 11. Facing pages is fine. Margins at 1.5 is good, and we're going to give ourselves a bleed at a 1.25. Again, bleeds are when your color or whatever background color you're going to be using, or whatever color is on your document, is going to be spreading to the edge. That means no white border around your document. All right, that's referred to as a bleed. Printers know exactly what that means. As soon as they see it, they know that you want a color to extend outside of the cut area. So we say create. And here's our document. So now we want to be on the type of interface that we're going to be using specifically for the project that we're going to be designing. In this case, it's a typography project, right? Because we're going to be focusing on type. So under Windows, you want to go to Workspace, and you want to be sure to select the type of interface workspace that you want. And I want it to be typography. If you wanted it to be anything else, you would just choose whatever it is best for you. For example, if it was for a book, then if you notice, all the windows are going to change. And now for our book, we would definitely need different types of object styles and paragraph styles, because we want consistency per page, right? We want repetition of the same style of images, of style of text and body and look and feel. So that's why these windows are open if we're going to be creating a book, but we're not. We're going to be doing typography, so therefore our windows change specifically for our typographic needs. Let's go ahead and open up our pages window, and that lets you see all of the pages that you have in your document. I'm going to go ahead and create 2 more pages because I want a spread. If you notice, there was gray objects that were coming up. That's just because I have a lot on my computer, so my memory is kind of shy a little bit. So if you see any of those gray bars, please disregard them. Sorry about that. So I want to, if you want to be able to delete that spread, if it bothers you, just because you know, that document, just because you know you're going to be working on a spread, go ahead and select by holding down Shift the 2 spreads, click Control and click on them, and then make sure that you're only at allow selected spread to shuffle. Then you can come back here, delete that one, and now you only have 2 spreads. All right, so we want a text box for our header. And I'm going to type in header. I'm going to select that, zoom in, and I'm probably going to go ahead and do a type. You see up here, I can toggle from type character formatting to paragraph formatting window options. And so I want to be at about, I'm going to say 6. At a 62, I'm going to want it to be centered. And I'm going to choose Bodoni. That's pretty bold and nice. And yeah, I think that's it. So that's my header title. I'm gonna make it small. Now I'm gonna get another text box. I'm going to create my text box here, and I'm going to fill it under type with fill placeholder text, and that drops in all of that text. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little longer. And now I'm going to create one more text box on this side of my page. And there it is. And now I'm going to add just a little bit more. I'm going to select all, copy, and I'm going to paste and paste again. What that means is that I have a lot of text now. Now, if you notice, there's a little red box down there at the bottom right-hand corner, and that's telling me that there's excess text that's hiding beyond the frame of my text box. If you see, this is the frame of my text box, right? This is the size I created, but it's letting me know that there's more there. So I want to take that with my arrow, my selection arrow, and I want to click on that little red box. And if you notice now, I have a floating image of the rest of my text. So I click on the text box that I created over here, and it flows right in. There you go. Now I'm going to grab my two text boxes, and I'm going to give them a column up at the top right-hand corner. I have the column options, and I'm going to do 3. That's a pretty good one. I feel good about that. Now I'm going to take my picture frame on my toolbar, and I'm going to draw a nice picture frame in there. I'm going to say File, Place, and I'm going to go to my organized folder, 2-page spread folder, and I'm going to pick the image that I want, and I place it in there. Now, if you notice, the image expands outside of my frame, my picture frame. I want it to be within, so then I go to my area up at the top right here for center content. I center it, and now I'm also going to say fit content proportionally into my frame, and there it is. Right, and I notice that my frame is extending just a tad outside. I'm gonna go right up to the edge. All right. All right, so now I want the text to wrap around it, because if you see, it's hiding right now, right? The text is hiding behind my picture. So I want the text to wrap around that so everything shows through. So I want to click over here on the wrap around bounding box. And if you notice now, not much happened. So I want to go to the windows, and I want to go to text wrap, and that's my text wrap window. And from here, I'm going to move the text around my text box, and there it is. I think I like the 0.125. I like the way that that looks. I think I do, and I think that I'm done. And there you go. Picture, text box, header. You're done. That's all you have to do. Introduction to quick formatting type in InDesign. Let's save as. Actually, we want a PDF. So in InDesign, we want to export it, or we want to package it. Actually, packaging is better. Everybody always do packaging in InDesign, because what packaging does is it creates a folder with everything in it, including your final print-ready PDF. And I'm going to save it to my 2-page spread folder. I'm going to say save. All the defaults are okay. We want a copy of the fonts. Yeah, include PDF, an older version of InDesign, a high quality print. Yep, we're good. And then you say package. Okay. When we close out, we will see that exact folder there with all of the documents that we need, including fonts, including links of that image that we used. Everything is in there. Thank you. Don't forget to submit your final PDF into Canvas.